Hello, my name is Grace and welcome to National Cookie Day. I am at South Valley's Library and I'm going to share with you Scotch shortbread. It's a really fantastic recipe my family has had for years and years, and it's very simple to make. You're going to start with this ingredients. First thing we're going to do is cream the butter with the sugar using an electric mixer. Once the sugar and butter are creamed together, I'm going to add the flours together and knead them by hand. So this is what it looks like when it's well kneaded, and at this point you can roll it out or you can pat it in the pan. We're going to pat it in the pan, and I'm going to use the butter. You don't really need to do this, but since we already have the leftover papers from the butter, we might as well. Mostly the recipe is butter, so it doesn't stick. You can use parchment if you prefer. And when I was a kid, my favorite was the bell shape. But really, they're just delicious, so you don't really need shapes. You can just pat it into a pan. And then, once you have it all patted in, you're going to bake it at 250 for about an hour. So that is really a low temperature. You don't want it to brown. You can have it a teeny bit of golden, but mostly you want it to be even, so it bakes evenly. You can score it if you want, so that when you take it out, it's easier to cut. I think I'm going to roll it just to make it more even so that it'll bake evenly. So I used this. You can use a rolling pin. You can use a scraper. Just something to even out the highs and lows. These are fantastic with tea or coffee. They're very simple, delicious buttery cookie, and as you see, they don't really take a lot of equipment. Okay, I'm going to put it in the oven and check it in half an hour, but it should be in there for an hour. So this is exactly how it should look. There is a little bit of brown around the edges, and I can see it's kind of bubbly, and it smells absolutely heavenly. Doesn't really spring back or anything, but it's a little solid. So it was in there a full hour, and now it's going to rest for 10 minutes before I cut it or take it off to fully cool. Well, I've waited the 10 minutes, and so now I am going to take the cookies out of the pan and let them finish cooling. So they're not coming out right away. So I will turn it back over and loosen the edges, which of course, if you use parchment, you don't have to do that. It's pretty loose. It should come out this time. Yep. I'm going to let it cool the rest of the way. And you can see how thick it is. And this is probably a good time to cut it. Often Scotch shortbread is in rectangles. It smells heavenly. I'm gonna wait till it cools, but it's gonna be good. Thanks for coming to Cookie Day, National Cookie Day. Who doesn't like cookies? Thanks for joining the Washoe County Library. My name is Grace, and I work at South Valley's Library.